Hello. People are always asking me, Georgette, is there a standard of possum excellence? Well, yes, there is. And Posh and I are going to share it with you now. All of the prizes you see here have been won by possums out of the Me Pearl Marsupiary. We have champions and grand champions all. Do you think your possum could be a contender? Well, let's find out. Go get your possum. You're going to need a magnifying glass, flashlight, we have a measuring tape, pen, clipboard, and of course a Possum Excellence form. You can use this plain paper for now. All right. So, are you ready? We'll see if you have a champion or simply a companion. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Now, the good news is your possum is probably a purebred. But is it fit for competition? Well, I'll tell you the truth. Showing possums is really an elitist activity. It's not for the riffraff. You know who you are. Not that there's anything wrong with that. No, all right. Now, answer objectively and mark down your score. When you look at your possum, is what you see exquisite? Well, yes, that is worth 55 points. Is it swell? That's worth 33. Nah, that would be a 0. Sickly is minus 17. Dead. Well, that's an automatic disqualification. And why would you enter a dead possum in a competition? I mean, really. Now, we're going to begin with the feet because the feet are the foundation of the opossum. Toes should be straight, not pigeoned or splayed, with 5 in the front and 5 in the back. Anything else is just wrong. And we'll eliminate you from the better possum shows. We have the eyes. The eyes should be round and clear and open and, well, not crossed, although cute as the dickens. Crossed eyes indicate that your possum is just too fat. And there go another 43 points. So if that's you, just deduct the 43 points. Go ahead, do it. I mean, the possum should have a good appetite. We're not saying that. With minimal spit up. Okay, now we are going to look, we're going to look at the teeth. All right, teeth should be sharp, white, sparkly, and plentiful with the proper occlusion. Okay, and never, under any circumstances, used to bite the judge because that is really, really wrong. And depending on the severity of the injury could end an otherwise promising career, at least in the United States and parts of Canada. Fiji and Estonia tend to be more lenient. But in any event, it's going to cost you 81 points. So if your possum has ever bitten anyone, including you, just deduct the 81 points right now. Why wait? Oh. All right. All right. 81 points. Now, the ears. The ears should be round with the capacity to go flat because that is so darn cute, especially when eating bananas, but I digress. They should be an equal distance apart. Let's see. 3.1 and we have 3.1. Just perfect. And then we'll go to and from the tail. that is 27. Any disparity with these measurements is actually a fault. So, however many points you may be over or under our measurements, well, that's a penalty. Just put it in the penalty column because our measurements are right. Okay. Okay, now moving right along, we're interested in the girth. Now the girth, we should get as much of it as possible. Oh, we're going round and, whoa, sorry honey, and round. Now, you may want to measure in centimeters. 3 centimeters equals 1.18 inches, but then you'll have to deduct 138 points when it's time to tally up. Up to you. Okay. And that would be 91 points. All right, let's get you unwrapped, shall we? Oh, you have a fine appetite, don't you? All right, no spit up. Yeah. Now, there we go. Okay. This is known as stacking, making sure that every body part is aligned with every other body part with the proper angulation. There we are. You know, there's too little attention paid to proper possum conformation these days. Am I right? Well, I blame the media. Let's see. 10.2. And when was the last time you had a lively discourse on bifurcation? 4. It has been a while, I bet, hasn't it? 12.8. And all of that is going to change. Okay, and 5. Okay, attitude is very important. Okay, so possums should be cheerful, and that is worth 55 points. They should be charming, and that is worth 91 well-earned points. Humble, 72. Curious, 64. Spunky, minus 11. We hate spunky. And have the ability to hold a single thought for over 10 seconds, because otherwise your possum may have attention deficit disorder. And cake, look, there's cake. Oh boy. Oh, look, there's cake. And should probably just stay home. Now, possums should not eat sugar, but neither should we. It's just so good. All right, so if we have the attitudes marked down and the measurements marked down, you are now going to get your pen. Ready? Okay, you're going to add up all of the measurements. You may want a calculator. I'm old school, so I do it in my head. And then you are going to deduct your penalty points. Oh gosh, not too much, honey. And then you are going to divide by the age of your opossum and multiply by the weight. And the closer you come to 267, the closer you are to excellence. Well, you're right. There is an elephant in this room, reminding us that the vast majority of possums belong outside. So if you see one there, leave it there. If you come across an ill, injured, or orphaned possum, contact a professional wildlife rehabilitator immediately. If after all this you're still left with a possum, well, bathe it, groom it, and enter the ring. But what if you're clumsy, you ask? What if your possum doesn't like you? Well, consider engaging a professional handler. But I don't know one. Just look at the bulletin board at any marsupial supply outlet. In closing, let me encourage you. In the unlikely event that there are no reputable possum shows in your area, get together with like-minded possum aficionados and start one using this as your standard of excellence. Well, we hope you have found this edifying and that you will become winners like us. Winners, winning. Win, win, winning, because that's what winners do. We win. Oh, but don't let that intimidate you. No, just have fun with it. See you on the circuit.